Imagine a world where the earth beneath your feet turns to dust. In the early 2000s, a devastating famine swept across Malawi, leaving villages like Wim barren, dry, and hungry. 14-year-old William Kamkwamba looked out at his family's dying crops, knowing their survival was at stake. Because of the crisis, his family could no longer afford his school fees. He was forced to drop out. To many, this would look like the end of a dream. Standing outside that empty schoolhouse, William felt the heavy weight of an uncertain future. But deep down, a quiet determination was beginning to take root. He knew that even if he couldn't sit in a classroom, his education wasn't over. Hunger could restrict William's body, but it could not starve his mind. With no school to go to, he began walking to a small, local library. Among the dusty shelves, he found a book that would change his life forever, Using Energy. English was not his first language, but science speaks in a universal tongue. As he studied the diagrams, a brilliant spark ignited. He saw a drawing of a windmill, a machine capable of catching the invisible wind and turning it into electricity and water. If a machine could pump water, it could save his family from the drought. In that dimly lit room, a boy with a book discovered his purpose. But how do you build a miracle out of nothing? Without money, engineering training, or proper tools, William did what true inventors do. He looked at junk and saw possibilities. He spent his days scavenging through local junkyards, digging through rusted metal, old machinery, and discarded plastic. People in the village whispered, calling him crazy as he dragged home a bent bicycle frame, a broken tractor fan, and old PVC pipes. They saw trash. William saw the bones of his creation. With every piece of scrap he cleaned and fitted together, he was piecing together his family's salvation. Resourcefulness was his raw material, and persistence was his hammer. Then came the day the wind met the machine. Standing atop a 20-foot tower made of rough tree branches, William connected the final wire. The wind caught the plastic blades, and they began to spin. Down below, a small bulb flickered, then burst into a brilliant, warm glow. Electricity had come to his home. Soon, his invention would power a pump to bring life-giving water up from the dry earth. The crowd that once doubted him now stood in absolute awe. William proved that you don't need a fancy degree or a perfect workshop to make a massive impact on the world. When you have nothing but a dream, your resourcefulness is the greatest superpower of all. Like and subscribe now and leave a comment to let us know what part of William's story inspired you the most.